Sort of lose when you take a loss, really, at the start. It's all about learning. Discord, I'll send it.
Well, you should be in the group anyway, shouldn't you? In Relentless group chat?
Yeah.
So I'll just get it from there.
Yeah, cool.
Spot on. No wonder, I wondered why, you know, because I've sent you a few messages.
Oh, really? Yeah. That's because you know what it was, mate? I've had that phone since, like, I was in the army.
Yeah.
So, and then I've had businesses after the army. So, the phone is just non-stop. That number, so I just got rid of it. I needed a fresh start.
Need a bit of peace.
Yeah. Right, okay. Good morning, guys, if you're watching on YouTube. Good morning, Paolo. Good to see you again, mate. Let's hope Sam jumps on, because Sam was the one who told me to put a Austin Powers as a thumbnail. Cool. Right. Absolutely lashing down. Yeah, I look a mess, mate. Just got up. That's the thing with these mornings. Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome to the stream. We're going to go straight into a top down. Now, I just want to highlight yesterday. Yesterday, done, apart from the last leg, instead of driving through, we actually came back up. But what we said yesterday, it done exactly that. What before that? So, for example, what did we have? We had 2019 as a tappage area, didn't we? Now, it did eventually tap for a wing back. Yeah. But what had happened is, price was down here, came up to 2026, which is here. Came up to 2026. Came back down. Tapped these areas. Because there was another area at... Where was it at? There. Here. Yeah. Came back down, tapped these areas. And then came back up. Tapped 2028 levels where we had a second wing back sell on. I didn't actually take it, but I wasn't on the charts. But it would have played out lovely. So that second wing back would have been fantastic. So we missed this first one. And then I actually missed the second one as well. I did get a trade later on in the day, but It wasn't much at all. And then you came back down to 2019, and you tapped 2019, which we knew it was going to do that. And then what did I say? Price can then do whatever it wants from there. So instead of coming straight through, rejected and obviously pushed, broke all the highs. So nice, good analysis yesterday. Worked out to a T really. Okay, so let's see if we can get the same today. Let's see if we can catch a trade today. So monthly, we know about the monthly. Now there's not many days left of the monthly, and look at what the monthly's done. Not much. It's just moved up and down because all this candle is doing at the minute. This candle is just moving up and down like so, and that's how we're getting the sort of the waves on the lower time frame, just moving up and down. I don't know where it's going to close. It could close doji. It can do anything really. It can flip, close doji, push down. I think we've got news on. We should have news on Friday. We do have news on Friday. Unemployment claims on Thursday. So that should be a big mover. So that'll probably push the weekly in the direction to where it's probably going to end up. Because we've got this week and then 3 days of next week. Okay. So the weekly. Now, the weekly's got a top wick now. We know all the weeklies struggle to break these highs. So therefore, we should be coming down to the bottom of the range at 2004 levels. Now, this weekly's actually give us a top wick now. So it should be free to carry on coming down because we should get the bodies of the candles coming down. Now, I don't know if you can remember, but last week I said it might not be one candle, it might take 2 or 3. Because the monthly can do anything. So it could take 2 candles to get down and then close respecting or break in. Okay, so I don't know. I'm hoping one candle can push through so we get some volume, and I'm hoping we can actually break into this lower range here. And if we do, then we should be coming to the next range next week, which is down there. And therefore, if you think about it, that means the monthly is then breaking into the lows, and that's what we want. We want the monthly candle breaking back below this level here at 1989, because if we break back below there, the range is actually all the way down in 1847. We have got a minor one here where we might get a pullback, but we should be coming down to 1847, which would be a lot better for us. Okay, so our target today again is still down in 2004 levels. Now here's the thing though, so the monthly's been down there. We've tapped that little area. We haven't tapped previous support on the monthly, which is 1989 area. Okay, we haven't broke the lows, so it doesn't really need to come back down, because you could argue and say, well, this is tapped the support again, there's wicks to the area, so it doesn't need to, but that would be our anything beyond there we've just got to be careful of until we get a close below, because you could just spike down and then come close straight back in and get faked out. Okay, so we've got to be careful with coming down lower. Now, as for top wicks, how steep can we get this top wick? Well, this top wick, we could break the highs and then flip to the downside, or we can break the lows and then flip to the upside, but I would imagine you're probably going to come and fill the range first. So this top wick really can go anywhere. It can come as far as breaking any of these highs or testing the previous one to then flip back to the downside. If it is going to push back up, it's going to come to roughly these levels at least to create a steeper top wick. That's tapping previous support. There's some prominent wicks to that area. Tap previous support, not break the high, and then flip to the downside. So we've got a small area to play with today really. That would be our target, 2047, and that would be our target to the downside, 2004. Okay, so let's get rid of these. Let's have a look at the daily. So the daily then. Now, what did I say yesterday? What did I want to see yesterday? I wanted this daily to close bearish. yeah, because we did hit a minor support, which is here, and confirmation of that was this daily candle. So now what would we expect? We're technically, the only thing I don't like is these. Don't like this. These are minor supports. Let me just look left. You still come down the top, 2004. Or is that that? Let's come back up. Ooh, okay. I think that's all we've got, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so there is a minor support here, which we're going to have to be careful of. I ideally wanted the daily clearing that at 2019. However, we are still bearish on the daily. So it's just a case of getting some closures back below. But our target would be back down at 2004. I'm just thinking, do we need to come and tap 2047 before driving down? I really wanted that daily closing doji. Okay, the lower time frame going to have to tell us here. So we know the daily's closed respecting. The 4 hour has broke out to the upside. Therefore, the 4 hour should be pushing to 2035. We've wicked up there and we're flipping bearish. Is the flip bearish going to be permanent, or is this just a pullback? 3 hour broke out. 2 hour broke out with no top wick. What's the 1 hour done? So the 1 hour is closed bearish but closed respecting. What are these areas here? So at the moment, guys, we can go anywhere. We can go anywhere. We can go higher up or we can come further down. So it's another one of them days, really, where once we get out of these ranges, because if you think about it, what day is it today? Wednesday, isn't it? This whole week we've just been up and down here. So we need to get out of this range. It's not a nice area, really, because price, there's the Bobby there. Mason's friend knocks for his 10-year-old. He knocks like a Bobby. So we need to get out of this range ideally, and we're probably going to do it with the next monthly candle. Okay, so our highs, I need to confirm. This is a tricky one because the 4 hours broke the highs. Okay, we've done a top wick first, which is, it's a bit like yesterday, because remember yesterday I had a wing back sell on, but the only thing what put me off was the 4 hour had already done a bottom wick. If I hadn't done a steep bottom wick, I would have been in there straight away. So this is similar because the 4 hour has opened up, done a top wick and flipping bearish. So now to take a wing back buy, the 4 could just carry on driving exactly the same as yesterday but opposite. So I'm just a bit cautious. And the way yesterday played out, what does that make you feel like doing today? Makes you feel like placing it this time. And then this will be the time what catches you out. Do you know what I mean? Because that's what Forex does. Plays with you. Plays with your mind. So, what do I want to see? We've had a 4. I need to see, ideally, a doji, a nest play on the 4, or another bullish, or a fake out to the downside. But then he's still waiting 2 hours. Because this hour could flip. Does this hour need to come back up to break the highs? It's 15. No, 15 broke up. Broke above. So you've had a 15. What's this? What is this? Ooh, Tricky. Tricky, tricky.
Heads up as well, Pete. It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, is it? Bloody hell,
Tuesday, it's not Wednesday. You're busy tomorrow.
Alright, yeah. So the 15 has closed up here, so it means the next 15 can pop down 2030. And that's where we're at now, aren't we? Yeah. So how's this 15 going to close? Where's the next 15 zone below? So there is a zone here. No, we're more like that, aren't we, on the 15? These areas straight through. There's a minor support here, 2030. I'll have to look at the 30-minute time frame. Just want to have a look at the 30. So what did the 30 do? So for me, the 30 broke above this. So we could get a fake out on this 30 back into the range. However, we've already just had a fake out to the downside and then back in. So does that mean this 30 is going to flip to the upside? Are we saying it has to flip to the upside? And that would make sense with the hour flipping to the upside, because the previous hour is closed respecting the forward broke out. The 4 needs to come. This is the thing, the 4's had a top wick. See, if we didn't have a top wick guy, we'd be in. We'd be in now, because the 1 hour's closed respecting. 30 minutes broke out, 15 minutes broke out. Yeah, the forward broke out. And then you just identify where the 4 goes to. Well, it comes to at least 2032. So that would be a take partial move to break even. Okay. But look what price has done. It's already done it. It's already done it. So it's a case of you couldn't put buy stops on. It's a case of a low time frame entry. I like outside yet. I don't like these dark mornings. So what do we want to see? $30-minute close. If this 30 closes respecting and the 30 opens up and pushes down first, potentially we can get a buy stop on to come up, because that would confirm. That would be a fake out to the downside and then a nest play, and then the new 30 technically should bottom wick and then flip and come back up. So that's a potential, but this 30 has to close respect, and if it closes back in, you're then probably going to get a top wick and push further down. And if we push further down, where are we going to come to? So if we get 30 back into this area, got a pull back, can we not take a wing back from 2032? Like this. Back down, that would be the 4 steeper bottom wick. So what I'm looking for now, guys, is every time the 30 it broke below 2030.88, what happens to price? Where do we pull back to? 30 broke below, pull back to 2032.13 and then dropped. Okay, 30 closed below, pull back to 2032.15 and then hopefully dropped. Yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to work out 30 straight through to 2026, 30 straight through to 2026, but also pulls back to 2032.10. No 30 close. This 30 didn't dry, but the next one pulls back to 2032.10. 30 close, pulls back, does come back to 2032, but also pushes down first. So price either gets tapped here or tapped here. It's just which one gets tapped first. 30 comes down, taps, push back up. 30 broke below, 30 bullish close. Oh, is this another area here? 2033 does come through. So 30 close below, comes back up. So this one wouldn't have played out. 30, you would have got in. Next 30, bullish close. So that would have to be the cut-off. If the 30 closes above, the next 30 pulls back, gets you out. Up, back down. 30 close, back up. That would have played out nicely. The only thing is, have we already tapped it? Have we already done it? It looks like we have, because stops would have to be up here. I'm just cautious of taking sells though. It's just the 4 hour for me. The 4 hours 30 below, doesn't come back, pushes through. Okay. So basically what we're saying is, if we get a 30 close back below here, we could potentially take this to wing back sell. The only issue we've got is, has it already done the move? Because we had a 30 broke below, we then pulled back, we tapped, so therefore we should be driving back down to 2026, because this one didn't tap 2026. And we know when you get a 30 close below 2030, you tap both zones. And if this is the tap on 2032, that means the next zone what's going to get tapped is 2026. That's what it means. If price had come down and tapped this first, what are we then thinking? Well, price is then now going to come and tap 2032. Even if it wants to drive down, it's going to have to pull back. Yeah. So if we can get, but it's the 4 hour. The 4 hour's got a top wick, so that's why I don't mind taking sells, because does the 4 hour need a steeper bottom wick? That's the question. Are we getting something like this, where we're just going to drop? Do we need to come and tap 2026? Like, are we getting this back down? Because the 4's not done it yet. The 30 is probably going to be the initiation of the move now. Because the 1, if the 30 closes below, the new 30 will likely come up, create a top wick for this 1 hour. So the new 30 will come up, create a top wick for this 1 hour, and then flip back to the downside. Unless obviously it wants to carry on driving up. But if it wants to carry on driving up, we're basically saying that this is the liquidity in order to get past these levels. And is it enough? Do we need to come and break them lows in order to drive up? Is this 30 going to flip? Technically, you've had a 4 hour breakout. 3 hour. Well, 3 hours in an awful area I can reject from. 2 hours hasn't broke out, but the 2, and these are minor support here as well, where you can respect and come straight back down. The 1 hour's bearish, but close respecting. So it means this next hour can sort of close respecting. Didn't fill the range though. Let me check this area. Yeah, it hasn't filled the range. So is the hour going to close below here, or is it going to close respecting? Or is the hour going to drive down? Down on this 30. This 30 doesn't. I do want a top wick, but you just might not get it. $10 for a closure on the 30. What is that? So even if you want to drive up, you should still tap that. I would prefer a wing back though, because if the hour is going to close respecting, the new hour should still give us bottom wick anyway, then go. So I would prefer a wing back up here, but it's whether you're going to get that wing back on the new 30. But if the 30 closes back in and the new 30 closes out, you've still got to then pull back anyway, because that's the new hour of the candle. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Yeah. So that'll be a new hour. So the new hour's gonna come back, create a bottom wick, and then go anyway. So a wing back would be much better from 2031. But it's just whether we pop back up. That's the thing. We might not pop back up. We get a 30 close. We might only pop to 2031. We will see. Technically, a lot of them don't even pull back. They tend to just drive through. This one pulled back. This one didn't, straight through. So what would this be then? 20 pips, 30. Minus support, 2030. Have a look on a lower time frame, see what this looks like. So the 15's close respecting as well. Broke the highs, the 15, and then broke back in. So you're probably going to have to break the lows to go. But are you just going to tap this and then pull back? 16. If you fill the range, we're going to need a pullback really. 15. This 15 can drive as well. Oh, straight through. So we already tapped that level there. So if it fills this range, guys, and taps 2028, I need a pullback then. So we'll be aiming something like this, where the 15 will close below, next 15 closes bullish back in, and then this 15 comes back up, taps, and then drops. So we've got 6 minutes to wait. Ideally, we don't want this to drive, because we know where price should be going, don't we? We know it should be coming to tap 2026, but it's just a case of how do we get in now. Look, bloody little bugger. Because this is the 4 flipping to the downside. Look at the 4 coming to create a steeper bottom wick. Six minutes for the close. What are the 5s? What if the 5 closes below? One minute for 5 minute close. Didn't tap. 15 pips. No, we're gonna wait for the 15. 15 top wick. Now this is the thing now, because you have got a support on the 15 at 2028. It's actually there, like that. So we could just reject from this area. I mean, they still come through, to be fair. So if we can just get a top wick back up. So 15 See, then this pops down first. Back up. See, I would be interested in this wing back buy. It's just the 4 hours at a top wick already. That's. I know I keep going on about it, but yeah, we are bullish if you, because it is bullish there. Sorry, the daily's bearish, but have we closed on a minus support? Taking buys are difficult, especially with this 4's doing a top wick. Even though we've had a forward breakout. I need that 30 close. If the 30 closes, just a little top wick would be nice. Come back down. We haven't tapped it yet. Just stand by, guys. Be a case of on my call. Just whether we want to come back up to give us a top wick. Five's close respecting with no top wick. So what does that mean? Does that mean this 30 is going to close respecting? What does that mean now? Because we've got to tap 2025. It looks like. Or does it? Do we have to? Because we've already tapped 2025. So do we only have to tap 2028? Is this us tapping 2025 and this us tapping 2028 now? So that means I could just reject and come back up. Ooh. Because what we don't want is we don't want the hour closing respecting, because the hour technically, the hour is still in this range, remember? So the hour can pull back at any point. And that's why we're trying to rule out. So actually taking a wing back might be difficult, because if the new 30 opens up and pulls back, taps 2031 and we get in, it could drive. It means it's got another 30 minutes to drive back up. But I suppose you still got to come back down, don't you? What is this here? 15. 5 close respecting. And now closing bullish. That means the 30 is closing bullish. Are we going to get a top wick? If we can pop up with a new 30, yes, we can potentially get in. This would be take partial move to break even. But it could power through straight away with the hour. But I would prefer a bit more of a top wick on this hour.
We'll get it, Pete. We'll get it.
Oh, we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Yeah, we will.
Morning, Vin. Morning, Sam. Yes, Sam, that's a dedication to you, sir. Austin Power. I enjoyed making it last night, actually. Suits me, that outfit as well. I'm going to get one. Yeah, what are you looking at? We're bullish, but we're looking at sells. So the reason we're bullish is because the 4 was broke out. However, the 4 was done a top wick. So we're looking at sells to come back down. The daily's closed bearish now, so we should be coming back down. We're just looking for an entry to get in. Either a wing back sell, but we're cautious because the 4 was bullish and broke out, and the hour's closed respecting and hasn't broke back in the range. The only thing what's breaking back in the range is the 30 and the 15. Of 1 hour, yeah. The 1 hour can flip at any point, Vin. That's the thing. The 1 hour can flip at any point because it's still in this range technically. Be better once we get an hour in there. So what we're after is a 30-minute close, a top wick, probably a sell stop underneath. Come back down, because we should be tapping 2028. Well, actually we don't have to, because we've already tapped it technically. So we've had a 30-minute close now. So if we can just get a top wick, break the highs, we can potentially get a sell stop underneath. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Oh, here we go. We're going to drive now. And now if we drive, why didn't these drive and close below? I think we're going to have to come back up and break the highs. But if we do get a 5-minute, no, the 5 minutes are not good. You can really just power through this range as well, all the way down to 2026. But I would prefer a top wick. Come on, top wick. Come on, top wick. We just might not get it, that's the thing.
It better not drive.
I know. Can't have another day of just watching price again. I feel like that's all I've been doing lately.
I've been missing things, talking myself out of them, and like I say, that one this morning, 6:30, I marked it up 2039 again, and it went to 2037, and that was the reverse.
Yeah.
So
you do though. You go through phases. You'll go through. The more you're trading, the longer. Sorry, the longer you've been checking out my words out, the longer you've been trading, is you start seeing. You go through little phases. Like, I'll go through phases where I'm grabbing 2 trades a day on the morning on London.
yeah,
and I'll go through phases where, like, a bit like what I'm going through now at the moment.
you just can't see anything.
Well, I can see them, but it's not enough for me.
Yeah,
It's not enough. Like, and I'm just watching price go exactly where I said it was gonna go, but I didn't get in, just because it wasn't enough.
yeah.
So that's it. The more you guys will all see it. The more you're on the stream with us, you'll see we'll all go through the cycles together. So it just swings in roundabouts, really. It comes back round. So the 30's closed back in. We're getting a top wick now. Here's the thing: if this 30 is to now flip back to the downside, are we going to push and break the lows? Do we wait for just a 5-minute close below that to initiate the move, or do we take a wick entry at 2031 to come back down? Depends on how pushy this candle is. What's the 15 doing? So the 15's coming back up. Can the 15 tap 2031? Can it? 15 back up 2031. Come on, baby, get up there. That's what I want, really. That's the only way I'd take a wing back, because even if you tap 2031, you're still gonna have to come and tap 2030 if you want to drive. Good morning, Denver Drake. Gold, mate. Always on gold. It's the only pair I'm trading at the minute on stream. I have got another pair what I trade, but I'm not introducing it yet until I have to. So let's go over this. 4 hour technically broke out. 4 hour broke out, but it's give us a top wick, a steep top wick, win the second half of the 4 hour. Now the second half of the 4 hour, that means we're in the last 2 hour candles. Okay, this is the second last candle on the hour. So if this closes below, back below, yeah, probably these levels, then that means we've had a close back in. it means then the last hour technically should push further down, therefore the 4 should be closing bearish back into the range. Okay, which is a good sign for us. That'll sort of initiate the move really. But it's just whether we can get in this. 5, no top wick. No top wick on the 5. We didn't break the lows, did we, on the 5? We really struggled to break these lows. So we're probably going to have to come and break these highs in order to push down. Now if we do want to break the highs, where are we going to push to? Are we just going to break like this? Because above there is clean. It's very clean up there. So are we just going to push these levels at 2032 and then come back down? Or is the 30 going to flip? You don't even need to break the highs actually, because the 4's done its top wick, hasn't it? So if you look on the 30, this is the liquidity grab to drive down. Okay, how long's left now? So if this 30 is going to close, London's just opened as well, so we should get some volume. So if this 30 is going to close nest to the downside, that means the hour would be closing back into the range below. There is an hour range here though. What does that mean? We're going to power down. Tricky. 15. I need to get past this on the 15, but once you get past this, you can really drive. 15's flipped. 30 minutes flipped. Okay, if we get a 5 close like this and we get a top wick, we'll probably get in. Okay, so stand by. It'll be a fast one on my call. If I can get a 5 to come back up, top wick maybe. Because what's that? 30's flipping to the downside. We need to get out of this mess. Look at this. This is minging. Look at that. We haven't broke the highs. This is the thing. But do we need to break the highs? Or is this just building up liquidity to entice all the buyers in? Double bottom and all that good stuff. So loads of buyers have bought in. We sell stops below here. And then now it's just going to plummet through the floor. So we want a 5 close, guys, with a top wick. Because what would that be? That's still 7 minutes for a 15 close. Stops would just be above here for me. It'd have to be above that. Because you should be coming to 2026 anyway. Close. Yeah, not bad. Have we got a 5 close yet? Now, even if the 30, this is why I want to top weight on the 5, because it means the 30 can pull back a tad. And if it does close doji, this 30, it means the new 30 is probably going to come down to our break even. And then we can get out. Because ideally what we're waiting for really is a 30 to close below. This 5, this could just be the grab to the downside. 15, 30, because ideally really we should wait for the hour, because if the hour, it's just a case of the hour close, because we're technically still in this range on the hour. Now it's only because the 30 is closed back below we're interested, but I'm just cautious that this 30 is not going to top wick, which is the hour top wick. We didn't pull back that much, did we? So if we're going to push past this wick, Are we going to pop to 2026? That's the question. Have we had a close yet? In fact, let's see if we can get that top wick. We need a bottom wick on it though, ideally. No, that's not good. Now for some fives, oh, that's not good for me, that, guys. We could easily power down now. Easy power down. Let's just hope it doesn't drive to 2026 on this 15. If this 15 closes like this, top wick, sell stop underneath. But we could power down now on the fives because it's whether, I mean, this has got no bottom wick and this got no top wick. So I'm hoping that'll pull the 5 back to close bullish, and this will be the bottom wick for both of them. That's what we're hoping. But looking at previous data, look, no bottom wick, no top wick, still drove. Through these ranges, you can do that. Chill out. Hold. Wait. I'm not watching price again.
What's it doing?
Did you all understand why we didn't take buys even though we had a forward breakout to the high? Oh, what's going on here? Am I still there?
Yeah.
Oh, me TradingView's froze. Anybody else is froze?
Mine's still going.
Oh yeah, we're on. So if we can get this 15 closed below, that'll be the last 15 of the hour. That should confirm that the hour's going to close bearish back in the range. I mean, we could just wait for a top wick off this hour really if we wanted to, but we don't want to be tapping 2026 because we know we tapped that before we do anything. This is why it's hard taking wingbacks when the previous hour close respecting, because if it does pull back, it could just be this pulling back to respect this area, this hour, and then you're stuck up there at that point. You're not coming back down. So this is where sort of sell stops are best. But if price just drives, then you can't get in on sell stops. Okay, we've tapped that area again. There is a minor support here, but you should still come through to 2026. 2 minutes, guys, for the close. 15. Yeah, you've got to come back down there. Okay. So this actually would be... What is that, 15? 30. Closing 15 minutes, 1 minute for a close. Okay. We're just going to wait for a little top wick. We don't need much of a top wick. We only need a top wick to 2029 really. And then we get a sell stop underneath. Okay, so standby. So we're looking at a short, guys. Stops are up here for me. Target. It's back down here 2019. Well, to be honest, target can be 2004, but it's whether you want to wait for that. Beautiful girl. 30 seconds for the close, guys. Take partial move to break even 2026. We ideally need a top wick first, right? Top wick, the 5s. What's the 5 doing? 10 seconds. So the 5's still bearish. Nice. So we might not get much of a top wick. We actually don't need much of a top wick. Just tap previous support for us. Right, why is my MT4 not? Come on. What is my MT4 doing?
If you lost connection on TradingView, it might have lost the connection on MT5. Mine drops it every now and again.
Yeah. Okay, I just want a tap of 2029.58. I'm gonna get a sell stop on. Okay, I'm getting a sell stop on now, guys, on the 15. Okay. Stops are 2039. 39.96. Target is 2020.64. Okay, that's what I've got going on. This is nice, doing a nice top wick for us. So we've got sell stops on this, guys. Let me get some signals quick. Quick. Sell stop. So looking at previous date, the reason why we took this because we should be coming to tap 2026. Simple as that. That's what previous data shows us. We've got to get activated on this 15. That's the thing. Or do we? Because because then you're probably gonna come back down. Yeah, we do. We've got to get activated on this 15. Can we get activated? Here we go. Here we go. So you did get a 15-minute breakout here, right? And it didn't actually drive. You actually came back into the range and then you drove through. So we might get that as well. So if we do get a 15 close back in, not much of a big deal because remember this would be off the hour. All we need is an hour really closing below. I want to just confirm this hour range. So once you get an hour close below 2030.73, what happens to price? So yeah, you do come down to 2026. What is this here? Why did price do that? Do we need to do that? I don't know whether I don't like this here. I've just noticed this. If you look at this here, so on the hour, priced on one big push. What time is that? 1 o'clock. Okay, that might be news. That. Yeah, it must be news. That. So even if we do get activated, we really need the outer close down here. It needs to close below 2030 and we should be good. You might get another hour pop up, create top wick and then drop still, but you should still be fine. I'm just seeing if we get an hour close below, that means we've had an hour close back in. Could we not just take a wing back? And if so, where does the wing backs come from? Well, the wing backs tend to come from these levels at 2033. So if we get an hour close below, it's only this one which shows it. Pull back 2033 and then flip. Ideally I'd want this 15 to the only issue as well is this is the last 15 of the hour, so if we do get activated on the 15, it means the hour can pull back in the last quarter of the hour kinda. But still the hour's closed below, so it should, we might get a top wick, so we might go into drawdown and then drive, but it could also drive through these ranges because look at these 15s, you can just drive through these ranges as well. Okay, we're close to getting activated here. But my take partial move to break even is here. And why is it here? It's because, I mean, you could have it on these levels at this point, but it's like you've already come down. Yeah, I've been activated there, guys. So we're in sells on this. So we should be coming to 2026. That's what price does every time, really. It taps 2031, and then it comes through to 2026. Okay, so that's my take partial move to break even, which is a lovely range of 28 pips. So not bad. Let's see if we can get through there. Now we do have an hour close in 9 minutes. So what that means is, if this 15 can drive now, fantastic for us. So if this hour, that means the hour would be pushing, breaking the lows and pushing to the next zone. Okay, there's an hour there where it just misses it. I'm going to move my take partial move just to this wick here. There. Because we don't want to get missed by a pip, do we? So it's still nice. So we want this 15 to drive. That'll be the hour driving down. That means the hour will close in this range. That means the new hour will open up, probably give us a top wick, but doesn't actually need to do much of a top wick. And then flip to come and fill the range, because where's the rest of the range for the hour? Well, the hour range, technically, it's here at 2024, minus support, but then you mainly push through to 2020, which is the target. So, looking pretty good, really. So it's just as long as this this 15 can drive, that'd be really nice for us. And I've heard, I don't know how true it is, I've heard if you sing to it, it moves. I don't make the rules up, guys. That's just what I've heard.
I've heard the same, so what are you singing for, Pete?
We'll have to sing Get Down, Get Down.
Get down, get down.
The weather's absolutely miserable, man. Grey, foggy, rainy.
New storm, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know where it's coming from, like, but...
Oh yeah, sorry FX Snipe, I've just seen you. Yeah, I do, mate, yeah, because it's news, isn't it? It's going to push price wherever it wants to push it, depending on numbers. So you can't really take it into consideration, really. Yeah, the fives, the thing with the fives, it's not much of an issue if the fives don't have top wicks, really. You'll find that fives will have no bottom wicks and no top wicks and things like that. It's just, look, no bottom wick, no bottom wick, no top wick. No bottom wick on this one, but you did get a pullback. So the fives can tend to drive without like a top wick. One of them should have either a bottom wick or a top wick. Yeah. But yeah, so no top wick on this 5. So you're thinking, yeah, it could flip to the upside. It gives it more chance it could flip to the upside. That's the only thing with it, with the 5s. But it's not as powerful as the likes of the 15, the 30 and the hour with no bottom wick, no top wick. We just want 5 close below you and we should be good to sort of pop back down. Now it is, well, I say that because it is the hour. Now we might go into drawdown here, guys, right? We might go into drawdown because you think the hour's closing, but you got to think logically. The 4 hour has still got another hour to go, and it's already done its top wick. So the 4 hour technically is flipping to the downside. And now if you get an hour close back below, that's probably confirmation that the 4 is going to want to create a steeper bottom wick. So the last hour, it'll probably drive on the last hour, unless it flips back up, because Forex, anything can happen. But the majority of the time, that's what tends to happen. So if we just need an hour break below, but then it means we might get a top wick because the hour pullback, and then the flip. So when you go into drawdown, don't start panicking because you know that's what you can probably do. But also from previous data, you can also drive. So that's why I was sort of happy to get in now, really. Now for us getting out of the trade, getting out really for us would be an hour close probably back above, because if you get an hour close back above, like let's say the hour close is like this, the new hour close is back above like that, that's when we'd look to manage risk and get out, because at that point you're back in this range. You should be coming to break the highs, which our stops are there. But what we would do is on the pullback, it'll come and tap previous support, because this is not the support for the hour. Okay, it'd come and tap previous support and then flip to the upside. That's probably what it will do, so we'd look to get out. So that would be our call to get out of the trade if the next hour closes back in. So that means you've got an hour in this trade, unless you hit take price and move to break even. Yeah, it means you can come back in an hour's time if you wanted to, and just see where the hour's closed. If it's still respecting 2029, then you go. That's another confirmation that you should be coming down. But I'm just going off previous data. What we identified is there's a level at, where was that? 2031, wasn't it? There was a level at 2031. What you tap on the 15. Tap on the 15. It's actually here. 2031.70. Every time you got a 15 close below, you then either tapped 2031 or you pop down to 2026. So whichever one you went to first, you then go to the other one. So either way, before price has to go anywhere, it's got to tap these two areas before it chooses where it's going. That's what I've identified. Now, yes, price can start doing new ranges and new things, because it's Forex, that's what can happen. But we've got to go off probabilities. Like 95% of the time, price comes and taps 2031.70 and comes and taps 2026.48. Now for me, this 15 is tapped 2031.70. Therefore, where should we be coming? Well, we should be coming to 2026, technically. And that's why I was looking at taking the sell down. Now we might not drive yet. It might be the new hour. What the new hour could do, because if we get a 15 close like this, what is this play? This is what we call a nest play. If a 15 closes like this, that means this whole move is a nest play. The next one technically should open up little top wick. That'll be the new hour, giving a little top wick, and then flip, and that'll be the one what drives through. And this would be a nest play. So we just need to stay respecting 2029, really. We don't want to close you back in, ideally. Nest, it's a nest like a bird's nest. So it just means when you get a breakout, so let's say price is coming down. Let's say price is coming down from these levels. What happens is, if it doesn't carry on driving, and you get a bullish, so you get a bottom weight, you get a bullish close like that, but you don't break back into the range, what tends to happen then is that means you're still technically in this range. So therefore, where should you be going? Well, you should be going down, because you haven't tapped the new support yet. Okay, so then what happens is the new candle should open up, give a top wick, and then flip, and that'll be the one what pushes through. And then this whole move, I call it a nest play, just because everything's related to birds, because my second name's Crow. That's all. Okay, but that's what a nest play is. You can also get a double nest play where you'll get a bullish close like that, and then you'll get like a doji candle. Yeah, and then the new candle opens up, pushes up, and then drives through. And this is a double nest play. It just means two candles struggle to break back in the range. Okay, we've had a 15-minute bearish close now. So is that the hour? Okay, so new hour now, guys. So lovely hour close, right? If you look at all these hours, now the only issue I've got is no top wick on this. That's it. It means the new hour could come up and create a top wick and then drop to the floor. Why do we know that? Well, look at this one. This one closed down here. The new one came back up, tapped, and then come down. Okay, so we can come into drawdown up to them areas, right? But we've had an hour close below. This is the last hour of the 4 hour. So that's a good sign that the 4 hour's already done this top wick. The 4 hour's now flipping, got more momentum to drive down. And then on the smaller time frames, we know that price comes and taps 2026 before it does anything. So therefore, that's how it take price move to break even. And if you look at the hours, they all come down to 2026. Okay. So that's why we've took this trade. I hope everyone's keeping up with it, because I want you to learn. I don't want you to just come on and sort of take the trade. It's not what I want to do for you. I want you to come on and actually sort of learn and progress. Now the hour looks like it's had a little top wick. Can this hour just drive straight down? I haven't even had a brew this morning, guys. No brew. So I need another, if you're watching on YouTube, I need another thumbnail idea. And I think that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start asking you for thumbnail ideas. You give me the ideas, I'll pick one, and then I'll create the thumbnail. Ideally for the next day. I'll try and get it for the next day, but it just depends if I've got time to create any. So any ideas on thumbnails? Or even on the Discord? Dan, any ideas on thumbnails?
Not at the minute. I've been thinking about them.
I could do like an Alan Shearer one, couldn't I? Well, he's scored and he's running.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
I've had another wick up.
Yeah, so this will be the hour. So if the hour's going to pull back, it's probably going to pull back aggressively, right? Aggressively, and then flip, if it's going to flip. Might not. This could be a fake out to the downside, guys, remember? Yeah, but this is the thing. One thing you can't preempt is fake outs. You can't preempt them. Because if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. But the only thing you can do is sort of wait for like a range 2 type of thing. So 2 zones over. So this would be range 1 breakout. And then this would like be a... No, it wouldn't. It would be like this, wouldn't it? And then this would be like a range 2. And then you'd take the breakouts like on this one. Okay, but I do believe there was a range just a bit higher up. So there's like a range here. There's a range here. And then this would be a second range. So it's crossed 2 ranges basically. Do we flip back? Yeah, we flip back to the downside. Can we just drive now? One candle straight through would be nice. Like yesterday. Yesterday's candle was lovely. We had a 5-minute candle. Was it this one? It was this one, eh? It was this, yeah. Look, so our wing back, guys, was literally on 2029. This was our wing back area here. But the only thing I didn't like about it was the 4 hour. And look, imagine, I mean, this could still play out. If we took a wing back buy back up, the thing I didn't like is the 4 hour had already done a bottom wick on this. So that means it could have drove. It could have easily drove. The 4 hour could drive. Yeah. But that's why I didn't take it. But this wing back, 1 5-minute candle, I believe it pushed like 30 pips. 36 pips, 1 5-minute candle. Pushed. Lovely. Can this hour drive?
Yeah. Yes, it can.
Oh, we haven't brought the lows yet on the 5. See, if we start struggling to break the lows and that, it just means we need to come back up for more liquidity to come down. But this 5 did break these minor areas, did create a top wick. Once we get a 5-minute close, we should be good to pop down. I do believe there is a little 5-minute range here. So you've got a little 5-minute range here. And you've got another little 5-minute range here. So you sort of want breaks below there really. But if you're going off the higher time frame, because what it is, if you start watching this trade on a lower time frame, like, you'll just send yourself crazy. I like to watch it because I like to study the candles and how they move. But if you just want to be chilled, look at the higher time frame. You know that the higher time frames do tend to push down, but remember, look at how many candles it can take to get down. 1, 2, 3. However, this one was straight down. This one had wicked straight down. So I would think we're probably just going to shoot straight down. If we miss it and come back up, it means we might trickle down and might take 3 candles to get down. So if it was 3 candles to come back down, and these are 30-minute candles, you know it can take an hour and a half to get down. Yeah, but looking at previous data, you should come through on 1 candle really. And I would imagine if it pushes past this wick, we should just get a pop down. A pop, pop. Can we push and break the lows? What's my mic like this morning? I've changed a few of the settings on the mic. Is it on YouTube? Is it too loud? Or is it all right? Mic's good. Jeez, Vin. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube and you've grabbed some value this morning, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel, jump into our Discord as well. It's free Discord, but at least you'll get notified if I'm not on. So I'm not on tomorrow. I'm busy tomorrow. Unfortunately, I can't jump on, but at least you'll know from the Discord. Oh, has it disappeared? Oh, do you know why? It's because when I minimise it. Don't know why it does that. I need to work that out. It never used to do that, but when I minimise my MT4, it started disappearing off the OBS. Mate, honestly, FX Snipe, it's OBS. It's like, it's good, but it's something like fucks up. One thing fucks up every day. I think where I've got to just. I don't know why. I don't do any changes. It just does it. Weird. Sounds coming clear as the Etihad. Yeah. But so I'm quiet then. So I'm dead quiet. Martin's not on the call this morning, I don't think. No, he's not. Otherwise he'd be jumping in now, booting off. Okay, can we get a pop? Can we just get a pop down? So we've got a 15-minute close in 6 minutes. Yeah, so there is a little minor support on the 15. It means we might come back up. So it's up to you guys now if you want to... Where are we at? How many pips are we at? It's 11. Nah, I'm going to wait out me. 1 pop down. Go on, get down. New 5-minute candle in 1 minute. So if we can just get a nice pop. Yeah, I know that's what it is. Keep me on my toes. I was never good with sort of technology really until I started business like after the army. Otherwise, I sort of with computers and that, I didn't have a clue. I've had to sort of learn everything. Well, I still don't have a clue now really because there's all sorts you can do with computers, isn't there? Morning, Vic, Jermaine. Oh, is it? Oh, I haven't been flicking it on. I can't flick the Dean on because you'll shout at me. But Vic's just said there, Dan, the Deans just give 15 minutes sell signals. So that's a
Nice.
good. That shows with
That is a good sign.
That is a good sign. It's a good sign.
Ask her how far it's gonna go.
She is a witch, but I don't know if she's that much of a witch.
Tell her to stir her cauldron anti-clockwise. That should tell her.
Vic, how far is it going to go, Vic? Tell us. How much money am I going to make, Vic? Tell me.
Yeah.
Okay, new 5-minute candle now. So this is the last 5 of the 15. So if the 15 is going to tap it, it's going to do it with this 5. And we know, look, one 15-minute candle. One 15-minute candle. This 15 doesn't quite make it, but look where this 15 came from. Came from up here. So each 15-minute candle is sort of averaging 45 pips around these ranges. 36 pips, that one. And then this one took 2 candles to get down. 20 pip per 15. Shall I turn it on for half a second? Okay, Vic's told me I can turn the Dean on for half a second. Are you on about this one? Oh, look at this one. Let's turn this one off. Look at that. 15-minute signals. Nice. Now, if you did get in up here, to be honest, we did have a potential wing back for me, Vic. But it already tapped it for me, so we didn't take it. But yeah, we would have been in literally on that signal.
I missed the very top of that.
We would have 38 pips at that point. Sexy. That's all. People I'm watching on YouTube, if you're wondering what the Dean is, it's an indicator what we offer from Relentless. It's the only thing. It's the only other thing I trust to take trades from. So I'll do all my own trading. I only take my own trades, and then I'll take them from the Dean, and that's it. Just because the Dean is such a powerful indicator. It was built by a witch, just to make you aware. It was built by a witch. If you want info on it, hit the Linktree button, head over to the website, loads of info's on there. Okay. It's that good, you've got to sign an NDA if you do get it. Okay, so just want to be aware of. What's the Dean? It's a indicator built. Don't ask me how it was built. I don't know, because Vic sort of built it. But yeah, with magic, yeah, and potions. It just gives you sell signals, really. It sort of tells you when to. It scans all the pairs. Can I flick it? I'm flicking it back on again, Vic. It's these signals that just sort of tell you when to sell and buy, really. But it sounds simple, but the stuff behind it is just crazy. Like if you look at the stats of it, we have a special group where people have got it. Like I say, you've got to sign an NDA, so you're not really allowed to talk about it if you've got it. But it's just an indicator what tells you when to sell and buy, really. That's all it is. Friday gave the same. Can I have a look on Friday, Vic? Can I show them Friday? Yeah, she won't mind. Oh, there's another one there. That was Friday's. Nice. If you got in on the fair signal, I mean, you pushed 47 pips before even coming back. You would have been stopped at break even. Well, the way I trade anyway. The guys who have the Dean, it comes with a strategy as well, which I can't tell you about, but it does come with a strategy. But I do the strategy, but I sort of implement my own stuff as well, so I do it slightly different, really. But it's fucking powerful, like, very powerful. Watch those waves. They just sort of help with the signals and that, I think. I'm not a technical guy, Maven. I don't know all the ins and outs and all the technical stuff. I'm very, very simplistic. That's why I like to simplify things. Same as news. Like, I don't really look into news. I should do eventually. Well, I will do eventually, but red fold I'll just avoid. Yeah. It's just that's the type of way I am, really. Okay, I did say we might get a pullback, guys. So the hour did break the lows. Okay, the hour did break the lows, which is a good sign. Not by much, good sign. But we might have to come back up because we're not driving. So if we come back up, we're probably going to break these highs before flipping, which we know we can do this. Why do we know we can do this? Because 15 closed below, came back into the range and then dropped through the floor. Okay, 15 closed below, 15 closed back into the range, came all the way up to 2031 and then dropped through the floor. Okay, so we've had a 15 bullish close. We didn't close back in the range. So if this comes down to the bottom wick, it means it's going to flip to the upside and create a high. But we're still technically, and this is a good sign, we're still respecting this area, even on the 15 at the moment. Okay. No button to buy it when I click on it. There should be a button to buy or not on the website. If you go to products, I think it's pricing actually. If you go to pricing, it's on there. Order the Dean. And then you've got to sign up and then it'll sort of give you access to it. So if you go to pricing instead of products, FX Snipe, you should be able to get it there. I click get the Dean and nothing happens. Yeah, spot on, mate. I'm going to go and make a cup of tea, me guys. I'm choking for a brew. Now, just before I go and make a brew though, like I say, we're probably going to have to break these highs in order to get back down because we're not driving. So that means we're going to have to break some highs in order to drive. We haven't got enough liquidity. So are we going to break these highs and probably tap this to come back down? If so, could we get another entry? Interesting. Interesting. Okay, guys, I'm going to go and make a quick brew. Shout me if we get down to take profit move to break even. Dan, I want you to shout me.
No worries.
Right. I'll run upstairs. 2026.48, 2026. Yeah, okay, I'm going to go make a cup of tea. can't even see outside here. And we're on. How are we looking? So, we're not driving back up though, are we?
No.
What's a 5's done? How far is this hour going to come? That's the thing. We know it tends to come to 2031. Do we take another position at 2031? I'm just cautious because if the hour does come up there and closes up there, that's the hour flip, the 4 hour flipping back to the upside, and that's not what we want. That's not what we want, because then this whole move would have been a fake out. So it's all on this hour really. If the hour closes up here, I'll be looking to get out. Right, this hour has to flip, and the lower time frames are telling us that it should do, because the 15 is still close respecting. The 30, we sort of want a nest play on the 30. That's what we want to see really. If the 30 closes above, it means then the next 30 can actually push back up. That means the hour can actually close up there. It's not what we want. Okay. Got a bit of Yorkshire tea. This morning.
Nice.
Nice. Oh, are you doing anything nice today, Dan?
Not really. I finished that chicken coop I was building.
Oh yeah. You'll be having lions next. You'll have lions next. You'll be one of these guys who has like a farm. You'll have a goat, giraffe, the lot.
5 chickens. Thinking about getting some ducks.
Oh yeah.
Making a duck pond.
That'd be nice. Have you got
I
a...
grow my own vegetables, so...
Do you? I'd love to do that, mate.
Aye.
Have you got a decent sized garden then, I take it?
It's long.
Yeah.
It's a long garden. Yeah, it's decent enough space to do what I need to. I could probably feed the street with what I grow.
Well, that's probably what it is now these days, like growing your own that's what people need to do really.
Oh, 100%.
Grow their own stuff.
100%.
Like, we need to stop giving to the rich.
Better, like, not just environmentally, but like taste wise.
Yeah.
Growing your own veg is so much better than getting it from like supermarket.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I'd imagine.
there's massive potatoes
Is there?
on the last harvest.
You need a couple of cows. Get a couple of steaks and that. A couple of cows for steak.
Cows, milk, steak. A goat, just for laughs.
Yeah. I don't know why that's doing that. Why is that disappearing? Let's have a look. Properties. Capture method, automatic. Match window, capture cursor, multi-adapter compatibility. I might have to change this to Windows 10 and 1903 and up. What does that mean? No. Okay, have I done it? No. What the heck? What are you doing? Things like this will piss me off because I don't touch any of the settings and it still does different stuff each time. Well, when me MT4 is open now, yeah, but when I minimise it, because I don't like to have it up, I minimise it, and it's a little tip for you as well, to be honest with you. it stops you looking at your profit and then go, "Ooh, I'll just take that." Do you know what I mean? That means you only focus on TradingView, and you think logically, "Oh, that candle's broke below, so it should push the next." Instead of that candle's broke below, "Oh my God, there's a grand profit there. I'll take that." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sort of really helps you. It massively helped me really. But for some reason, when I minimise it on YouTube, it disappears. So it disappears. But I don't know. It normally stays up. I don't know why. If anyone knows on YouTube, guys, please drop us a message. Okay, what's that? No, that hasn't worked either.
Is it still showing on the taskbar along the bottom?
What do you mean? On OBS? Or on YouTube, you mean?
Yeah, so you're saying when you open YouTube, your MT4 disappears.
No, it's so I'm looking at my OBS now, right? And then at the bottom right on YouTube, it's got my MT4 profit. It just shows the profit bit. That disappears when I minimise my MT4 on my desktop. Well, it never used to. Never used to.
No, I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a bit annoying.
Probably best ask Vic.
I know, she knows everything, Vic.
Oh.
She knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
So the 30's looking nice here. 1 minute 50. So if think about it now, guys, logically, yeah, without looking at what profit. Well, you should be all be in. I'm in a bit of drawdown anyway. But so the 15 stayed below. The 15 stayed below. So 2, 1, 2, 3. 3 15s have stayed below this area. Okay. Now a 30 stayed below this area. So what does that mean? If you are to bet now, is price going to go up or down? You'd probably bet down, wouldn't you? Because everything's struggling to break back above 2029. Now, it's not this, the next 15 can't be the one what pops in, or the last minute of this 30, it could just close in. It could do. Okay, hasn't closed yet. But it's a good sign if it does close below the next 30. What the next 30 might do, might pop up, which it can do, yeah. But it should close doji or flip bearish to drive, because you're technically getting a nest play on the 30. But that's if the 30 closes below there. And if the 30 does close up there, because if the 30 closes above, that means the 30 is back up. It means the hour can drive up. Do we get out on this next 30 if the 30 does close above actually? 12 seconds. Nah, I'm still holding out on this because previous data tells me you've got to tap this if you want to break these highs, I would think. These highs. So we've had a 30 close back in the range now, guys. So that means this next 30 could push. Let me have a look at previous data. That would be the hour pushing back in, which is not what we want. We don't want an hour close back into the range. I've got the 30s. So we still haven't tapped 2026. I would still think you're going to get a pop down. So the 30 is pushing up with no bottom wick, which is nice. So can this 30 then flip to the downside and come back down? So what a 30 close below. 30 close below. Because the 30 can actually close back into this range. If you look at these ones. And then you bomb through the floor. So is that what we're going to get? Is this 30 going to bomb through the floor? We will see. Look, the 30s broke back out, came all the way as high as 2032, and then still made its way down. 30, back in, back up to 2032, and then came through. But all these are all tapped at all. The amount of times price taps 2026. I do feel you've got to come down there. So it's just a case of waiting. Guys. 30 looks like it's flipping back. 30 can flip down now and drive. That'd be lovely. Because we're going on to a 4 hour, aren't we? Oh yeah, so wait there. 4 hour. Okay, so that's where it gets interesting. So the 4 hour, we really need this 4 to close bearish, right? And we want this 4 to close below 2030. Let me just make sure these zones are right. These in area here. Close back in. Where did we come from? We come from the downside. We broke up. Yeah, we're probably likely going to tap 2026. But we haven't tapped 2026. So does that mean the new 4 is going to tap 2026 and start making its way down? If that's the case, how high do we push? So if we close back below, the new 4 is going to be the one. Now the new 4 can come up to 2033. Yeah, so just be aware, looking at previous data, as long as we get a bearish forward close, the new 4 can come as high as 2033 and then still flip. So that means you're going into drawdown. Okay, it might push down first, but if it's pushing up, just be aware that, you know, we know it can come up to 2033 and still play out. Right, but we really need a forward close below, because if we close doji, that means we're closing next play. That means the next 4, it'll probably still play out this trade. This is the thing, because the 4, I do believe the 4's got to come and tap 2026 before flipping to the upside. So it means you might get something like that. So it means you might get new 4 open up. Let's say this 4 closes respecting. This 4 opens up, pushes down first, breaks the lows, taps 2026, then flips to the upside, and that's the one what drives. And we get our wick fill. Get the wick fill on this. So even if you want to drive up, I would imagine that's probably what you're probably going to have to come back to break even at least. So it's all on how this 4 closes really. If this 4 closes respecting, I'll probably looking to get out of break even. If it closes below, I'll just let it rock, even though you've still got a high chance that you should come back down anyway. But I just don't want to take any risks. I'll just wait for another trade. Always another trade, guys. Always another trade. 25 minutes for a close. Let's see what the 15 does. So the 30s didn't have, well, it's not got a bottom wick. Pushed up first, create a top wick. So is this 30 going to drive? Ooh, what's this 15 doing? Okay, that 15 now is closed, respecting this area. And when you respect this area, you can then just drop through the floor with 2 15-minute candles. So is that what's going to happen? This 15 is probably going to be the one what initiates it. If you break up, you're likely going to close above. If you close doji, then you're likely going to come back down. So this 15 is probably going to be the most important 15 for this trade.
Can we take votes on it? I wanted to drive down.
To drive down? You wanted to?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I wanted to drive down too. Yes, I do. I do journal my trades, Vin. So I've got all the stream. So we started streaming in, was it October, November, and we actually had 100% month, I believe. Yeah, we did. We took 13 trades. Okay. These are just the on-stream ones. I do have a journal for my other ones as well, but you know they're personal. These are the on-stream YouTube trade, and every live session, the link's there, so it'll show you sort of the trade, what we made, and things like that. December we had the loss, the small loss.
I'm not sure what that was from.
That was the 4th of December. It was a 1 hour flip. Aggressive trade. Oh, it was a bit of an aggressive trade. Played out. Should have looked on the 5 minutes. That was it. I closed out early, and it did play out. That was it. I remember now. Yeah, but you could, I mean, we could watch it back, I suppose. And then obviously we're into January now. January. Yeah, 2 break evens in January. So we're looking alright. We're doing good. We're doing good, mate. Good. I'm glad you're learning, Vin. That's the thing with Forex, because when I started learning is, because I've been with loads of companies, I've had loads of different educators, and I just this is what I took, right? I mean, you might think differently, but what I found from what I've seen, and I didn't see everything. Obviously, I haven't been in with every company, but it was companies struggle to simplify it, Forex, as in how they teach it. And I do believe it's key at what information you learn first. I do believe you've got to learn the correct stuff in the right order. That's key. And this is where people go, well, you can just learn it all on YouTube. Yes, you can. Everything you need to know is on YouTube. However, it's not in the correct order. And I do believe that if you learn something what's a bit too far ahead, it'll put you back 2 steps. And I do believe that. So, yeah, we have a free basics course now. So have a look at our basics course. You'll see sort of how we teach, and we just try to really dull it down, tell you exactly what you need to know, and in the correct order. So we teach it all in the correct order, what we believe is the right way. And to be honest, it's working, because a lot of our members have become fantastic traders. Ooh, are we pushing? Are we going to drive now? Is this the drive, guys? We broke the low of the previous candle, 15. Yes, we're in a trade, Farhan. Sorry, mate. We're literally at the entry point now. So if you're getting in, what I would wait is for probably a 5-minute close, and then maybe if you get a pullback, and then get in if you want, or get a sell stop underneath in case we do come, because we are expecting a bit of drawdown. But we could either drive now, or we can go into drawdown. It's all on this 15-minute candle. We really need a 15-minute candle bearish close. That's what we're after. So if this 15-minute candle closes bearish, wait for a top wick, sell stop underneath if you want. That'll be less risky. But bear in mind, we could just drive straight away. Stop for me, mate, is 2039.96. Yeah, 2039.96. Okay, we really need this 15 to... What did the 5 do? Nice 5-minute close with a bottom wick. We broke back below these lows. Can we drive with this 5? Can we drive with this 5? Entry made. Our entry was 2029.05. That was our entry. We're at entry now. And our take partial move to break even 2026.43. We probably could have took partial here, because it tapped a minor support at 12 pips. So we did push 12 pips. And we tapped this area, 2028.48, which technically is the first minor support. But because on the higher time frames, we know that you tend to come to 2026. I'm happy to wait out until we tap 2026. Even if you want to drive up, you should be coming down there. So that's why we take partial move to break even, and I'll probably be closing 75% of the trade, to be honest with you. To be honest, I might even close full because our target's only 2020. Might be worth just closing full. 57. Yeah. 3 minutes for the close, guys. This is good if we can close like this. We brought the lows again. Guys, I need new ideas for a thumbnail. So any characters you can think of, drop them in the chat. That's what I'm going to start doing. Sam said Austin Powers, and that's why if you check the thumbnail on YouTube, I'm Austin Powers. I know you can't tell it's Austin. Well, I know you can't tell it's me because it looks just like, because the graphics are spot on. So I know you can't tell it's me really, but it is me really, that. Okay. But any ideas, drop them in the chat. I was thinking about doing a John Wick one, because I've got a picture of me with my hair down, and I look where Emma straightened it for a laugh. It's before I had my dreads, and I look like John Wick, spit and dab at John Wick. It's funny that because I trained him.
What is it with lads with long hair who let the glasses straighten the hair?
I've only done it once. I've done it once.
Once.
Yeah, done it once.
Looks crazy. Looks absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I didn't like it, to be honest with you. I don't like the hair, my face, and that, mate. Do you always have yours up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
always.
What I'm doing with the dreads now, I'm going to grow them long this time, because Emma likes them long.
Yeah.
Well, grow them long this time, and then get them proper done. I'm waiting for them to get a bit longer to get them maintained nice and tight.
Yeah.
And then I'll see how I get on. Then I might shave my head and have a little break. Because I'm normally just a shave.
Yeah.
That's all I've ever been, really. Head shaver.
I've had long hair for the last 20
Have you?
years.
Do you know when you go to bed, do you put it on the top of your head, or
Nah.
do you have it down?
No, just keep it where it is.
Do you?
That's all
Doesn't
right.
it not get in your way?
Nah.
You sleep standing up, don't you? Oh yeah.
How do you put it down?
No, I've got to have it at the top of my head, mate, because I don't like the bobble in my hair, so
Yeah.
I look like a Oompa Loompa or something. My lot size it's 2% risk, mate. This is me 200k account. This one, so it's 2% risk on this one. So my lot is about 3.8. That's what I risk per trade, 2%. And my rule is I get 2 losses in a day, I'm done. But normally if I take 1 loss, I'm done for the day. Because I have funded accounts and I have live accounts, so I sort of just alternate them, or I have them on a trade copier going to all my accounts. So what I've had to do for these streams, because what I want to do is show long-term profitability. This is actually a demo what I'm on here, and this is linked up to my FX book, yeah. And then it's a long-term demo, so it'll just show you the growth. And then all I do is on my trade copy, I just turn on which account I want onto the demo, and that's how I do my trades. It's because I wanted to show the growth on this account, but my other accounts I make withdrawals because they're funded and they're lives and things like that. Okay, nice 15-minute close there. Can we drive? Can we drive? That's perfect for the 30, which is the last 15 of the hour, which is nice. That means the hours flip back to the downside. Nice. So if we are going to drive, this is probably going to be it. 15's close, lovely there. We really need a 15-minute close though, as in below this minor. We should bomb down though, really. We've already brought the lows. If you need a lot size calculator as well, guys, if you go onto our website, instead of using the MyFX book where you've got to have another browser open, you can actually we've got one at Relentless that Vic created. Where are we at here? So it just sits in the top right hand corner. You just click on it, put your entry in, put your stop loss in, put your your percentage, what you want to risk, your amount, and it'll give you what lot size to use for that trade. Fast, slick, and effective. And that's what we try to do, Relentless. Everything's simplified and fast. Basically, that's what we're after. Okay, just like we want this trade. Fast and effective. Good morning, Matt. How are you doing, mate? Good to see you again. Keep meaning to buy. Buy what? Me love art in the way. Lots of kind of stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. It's $27 or quid. Can't remember what she's put it as. I think it's 27 quid, something like that. It's one hit. You got a lifetime as well. It's just easy just to have. There, just flick it. Obviously, I know my lot sizes, but if you're changing all the time, yeah, it's just nice just to be able to flick it on. Oh, flicker on. You double click on it. Not that one. And then you just put in the relevant information. Change your entry, change your stop. Click OK, and that'll give you a lot size. Simple as that. Okay, can we pop past these wicks? If we pop past these wicks, we should just free fall.
There's a song for you.
I know. Do you know what? I have got it on, but I can't put it on YouTube because it'll cut it off. Yeah, well, our Dean indicator, Matt. Our Dean indicator called these cells as well. This is a mint indicator. That one there. Same on Friday as well. So nice. And the Dean is rarely wrong, to be honest with you. Touch wood. Touch wood. Do you like the Austin Powers, Nate? So Nate, while you're on YouTube, I need some ideas for a character for a thumbnail. So any ideas, mate, will be much appreciated. I was going to do Alan Shearer score on the go and put my head on it. Yeah, the Dean is magic.
Let's drive. Come on.
Where's the 5? What's the 5's like? Okay, I am going to be closing 75% as this. Do you know what? I might even close full, guys, to be honest with you. Yeah, because you might get a bit of... I mean, you can power through, but you can also come back up. It's whether you want to... Can be asked coming back up. So you get a 5 close like this, the next 5 should just be nice and clean, I would imagine. Oh god, I don't usually want to be able to hear it, but the rain is proper howl. Tarzan! Tarzan, I like it. Tarzan. Thanks for that, Nate. Yep. Any others? So keep an eye out on the thumbnails. I'm going to ask for one every time we do a live, and I'll try and make it for the next day. I'm not doing wing back buys, Rizal, because the 4 hours already had a top wick, so the 4 hours probably going to close bearish. That means the next 4 hours going to do a top wick and then flip to the downside. So there's no wing back buys for me really. What's the 5 doing? Nice 5 close. See if we can just pop down. Because we broke the lows again now, so it's I don't like this minus support here. That's what I don't like. Can we just power through? Yeah, because you fuck about a bit here. Look at these here, look. Okay, where we at? Okay, guys, I'm just gonna be closed now full. Guys, I'm gonna be closed now full. There's no top wick on that 5. But I'm done. I'm out of this trade. I'm out because there's no top wick on this 5. It means this top wick can flip. Now it should get down there still. Right? So you can hold if you want. But looking at previous data, if you look at these levels here, round here, you can reject from. Round here, you can reject from. right? Yes, it came down to tap, but you might not tap. You might just think then come back up, and I can't be asked coming all the way back up to 2031 when I want to be done early today. Okay, you've also got this here. Look at this. Now this is coming from the bottom, right? So it's not much of a difference. So you still should come through, but I was happy with that. I would have been closing full anyway, 2026. So get rid of all this. If you're still in it, you should be fine. But just in case the 5 flips back to the upside. I mean, what did we get there? 15. You pushed 18 pips. The 15's about to close. No, it's not. You still got 2 5-minute candles on the 15, really. So this 15, either this 15 is going to do it, or the next 15 is going to do it. I'm out on this, guys, but by all means, you can still hold. There is a minor support there. And my rule is I do take partial at the minor support, right? Now this is a bit further down for the take partial move to break even, but you should still get down there, okay? I haven't even had a latte this morning, Dan.
Say that again?
I've had no latte this morning.
None.
None, mate.
What's happening, Pete?
I know. What do we get? 525. Not bad. Not bad. So there's the trade, guys. Nice. How many pips did we get there? What was it? 15. By all means, guys, like I say, you can go risk-free. Definitely go risk-free now, right? You might as well. Go risk-free. You can take some partial if you like. Or you can hold out and you can keep your stops. It's completely up to yourselves. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Yeah? And that's what these streams are for. This is just me trading. And this is all we've done at Relentless for the members. Just me trading. These are my accounts. So it doesn't mean you have to copy me. Yeah, you can sort of do, but as long as I'm giving some value and you're learning something, then it just makes me feel a lot better, really. What did I close full at? Close full at 15, didn't I? Tips. What was it? This was just a 15-minute breakout, wasn't it?
Yeah.
15-minute breakout. What time? 10, 9, 8, 8:50. 8:50 we got in on this. 15 min, push 16 pips. Yeah, look, this is what. Look at the 5. See what I mean? See what I mean? It'll probably still play out because we know from previous data you gotta come and tap this anyway. But it's whether you come back up, and if you come back up, I mean, I don't think it'll close back into the ranges, but you're going to be coming back to break even, I would think, and then think you might only come back to here and still flip. So you'll see. But with the 5 opening up like that, pushing down first, it means it's probably going to flip back up to have a top wick. Yeah, which it's done. Flip back up to have a top wick. Now, is this 5 going to flip back down to the downside? Well, it doesn't have to because it's already done a bottom wick. So this is the thing. So you know this is going to close bullish. So what does that mean then? It means then the next candle is a bit more chance to close bullish also. To create bottom wick, close bullish. Yeah. Now, yes, it could just power through, which it probably will do. But look, if this 5 comes down, no top wick, are you going to do the same? So, I mean, 15 pips is fantastic. We only aim for 10 pips a day, remember. 10 pips a day keeps the bailiff away. Let's have a look at the chat. Good morning. I hope everyone, when the wind back buys. Willy Wonka! Willy Wonka! Yes, I like it. Willy Wonka. Is anybody still in this trade?
Yep.
Oh yeah, go on, Dan.
2. I've got a wing back on as well.
Who's King Antarctica? Who's that? I don't know who that is. I think the thumbnail is Iruka Sensei. I'll have to Google that, mate. I don't know who that is. I'm still.
It's off a Japanese animation called Naruto.
Ah, is that like the hentai stuff?
No.
Isn't hentai all the porn stuff?
Yeah.
How do people get off to that? It's supposedly one of the #1 searched on like Pornhub and that.
It's the
Hentai?
Japanese one.
Mad, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Bloody hell.
No, the anime stuff's like it's adult animation, but not like X-rated adult animation.
Right.
So it's like it's just cartoons, but more adults.
Yeah. Guys, if you've gone to break even here, and you haven't took some partial, I mean, depending on how you trade, I'd probably recommend taking some partial, just in case, because it could pop back. Because the 15's closing in 3 minutes. So if you think about it, what do you notice on this 15? No top wick. Right? No top wick on this 15. So does that mean it's more chance that this 15 is going to open up? Because you've now had a 15-minute break below this minor support, right? So it means this 15, how do candles work? Well, if we're heading down, this 15 should open up, tap previous support, and then flip to the downside. But if we come and tap previous support, it's more likely it's going to push a bit further to create a top wick for this 15 candle to then flip and fill the range. So you're probably going to get stopped out. And knowing how candles move, you can tell when you're going to get stopped out at break even now and again. And if you're going to, you might as well take some partial or close or whatever. That's what I do. But obviously, you know, there's no wrong way in trading. No one's wrong as long as it's working. And this works for me, but it might not work for you guys. So you've got to work this out yourself. So look, you're close to break even now. Guys, if you grab some profit, drop a fire in the chat if you can. I need to get a bird emoji. I need to find. I'm going to ask Vic to see if she can make us a YouTube. I don't know if you can make a YouTube emoji. I'll have to have a look. Fire. Have you got any more, Nate? I need some more characters. The goat. Jeez. Kyra. The Witcher. Do you know what? I'd suit that long hair as well, wouldn't I? Kratos, God of War. Is that the game, the God of War?
Yeah.
I've done one.
Such a wicked game as well.
Where was that at? I'll see if I can find it. Good morning, Dan. You alright, mate? Dan Rich? I've just noticed you on TNS, mate. Probably at work. I did do one before. I'll show you.
Yeah, good mate, you.
Yeah, you alright? Did you grab that?
No, mate. I was, do you know, I was pulling some Dean trades actually.
Yeah. Oh.
A couple of them come in, so I missed you, but I was concentrating on them. So.
No worries. Well, there was a lovely gold Dean trade. It was fantastic. 15 minutes. Lovely.
Good.
I'm trying to find this God of War because I did have one. Here it is. Int. Yeah, it is. How do I share this now? Save image. And then pictures. And then Let's see if this shows. Right, I'm not sure if this will show. Is it coming up? There you go. There you go. Can you see that result? I don't know if you. Let me see if I can show you guys. Do you like the phone in my hand? Are you watching this, Dan? Look at that, Dan. Yes. Good, isn't it? You don't even know that it's like graphics, do you? It's so real. I've done it so well.
Could be in any of the shows. You could be in the last night.
Oh, could be in anything, couldn't it? Okay, let's get back to trading. Let's get back to trading, guys. Okay, so now if you didn't get stopped at break even, and you avoid, if you get another 5 minute close bearish, now that should be the one that pushes past and taps. Okay, if you've been stopped at break even, that's the trade, guys. So I'm glad you've all caught some profit. Nice trade today. Nice 15 pips. I closed full. And that's the reason why I closed. Cause I couldn't be bothered with this pullback. Phone screen. Yeah, it's good. Okay, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. Join our free Discord. It'll notify you when we go live. I'm not on tomorrow. I'm busy tomorrow, unfortunately. But I'll be back on Thursday and Friday. And that's another. Let's get that added to the record. That's another win. So we're at 24 wins now, 2 break-evens and a small loss, which was a controlled small loss, so it wasn't even full loss. So we're doing pretty good on stream. Any questions before I go?
No.
No?
Yeah,
Fantastic. 10 o'clock. Lovely day. Right, guys, I'll catch you later. Have a fantastic day. See you later.
See you on Thursday,
See you, mate. Bye.
Bye-bye.